Greetings of peace, and welcome to the Praying the Psalms of Mercy series. Have mercy on me, O God, according to your merciful love. According to your abundant mercy, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin. Psalm 51, the Miserere, Latin for have mercy, is David's confession of guilt and request for forgiveness for sin. What is interesting in the opening lines of this psalm is David's full confession of his guilt. In one moment of boredom and weakness, David forgets that the Lord has been with him and for him from his youth, when the Lord anointed him to be king. But when the prophet Nathan subtly and powerfully confronts him, David immediately falls on his face before God. In recognizing his failings, David admits his transgressions and invokes the Lord's mercy and purification. He knows he has not only sinned against his kingdom, but also against God. David uses three different terminology: transgressions, iniquity, and sin. And he uses this to express the totality of his sin. He also uses three terms to ask for purification: blot out, wash me, and cleanse me. This also displays the richness of David's relationship with God, that we can come before him with complete humility and openness. How often are we afraid to come to God with our full story, as if God does not already know, or he will somehow be shocked by what we have to say? God wants us to be comfortable coming before him when we have fallen short of our anointings. This is no surprise to God. Have mercy on me, O God, according to your merciful love. According to your abundant mercy, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin. Not if, but when you fall, will you, like David, cry out to God for mercy and pardon, living in the blessed assurance that God is faithful to grant it? And in turn, will you grant mercy and pardon to someone else who has fallen, knowing that if God has mercy on them, then how can you do otherwise? God is merciful and forgiving, and we are called to also be merciful and forgiving.